हजूर इस किताब तारीख़ इस्लाम हिस्सा अव्वल जो शाह मोइनुद्दीन अहमद नदवी साहिब की लिखी हुई है के सफ़ा 356 पर यूँ लिखा है कि अफ्रीकैन में मुसालहत इस मुसलसल खाना जंगी खून रेजी और बदअमनी से घबरा कर हज़रत अली रज़ी अल्लाह ताला अन्हु और अमीर मुआविया रज़ी अल्लाह ताला अन्हु ने सन 40 हिजरी में सुलह कर ली और इस सुलह की रूह से हिजाज, इराक और मशरिक का पूरा इलाका हज़रत अली रज़ी अल्लाह ताला अन्हु के पास रहा और शाम और मिस्र व मगरिब का हिस्सा अमीर मुआविया रज़ी अल्लाह ताला अन्हु के हिस्सा में आया। हजूर मेहरबानी फरमाकर इसके मुतल्लिक़ अपनी राय का इजहार फरमावे।
क्या राय? I can't understand the point. This is a fact of history. They came to a compromise dividing the Muslim empire into two parts. One to be held by Hazrat Ali and the other to be held by Hazrat Muawiyah. Now this compromise was had nothing to do with the question of Khilafah. Such a compromise could be reached between a Khalifa and a non-Muslim emperor as well, if that's what you have in mind. This compromise is not regarding the right of Hazrat Ali to be called the rightful Khalifa of Mu'mineen, Khalifa of Ahlul or Amirul Mu'mineen. So there is no compromise on that issue at all. Never did Hazrat Ali make a compromise on this. This is an understanding, political understanding. Why should two states which had emerged as independent states now go on fighting with each other while the population of both the states was Muslim majority population? That was the issue at hand, and they decided that we should come to an understanding and divide the borders and clarify, demarcate the borders so that no future feuds remain. It's all very clear and simple and understandable as it is. I mean, there is no question which arises from this situation.
So, regarding the wording?
Wording is that of that writer. It's not my wording. No. The point is, what is it that is agitating your mind? Clarify it, otherwise I will not be able to answer this question.
Because this agitating his mind is बदअमनी से घबरा कर हज़रत अली रज़ी अल्लाह ताला अन्हु और अमीर मुआविया रज़ी अल्लाह ताला अन्हु ने सन 40 हिजरी में सुलह कर ली. These are the words. Sulah means they came to some understanding.
Peace was declared between the two warring factions. The fact was that Islam should be now observed by you in two parts. One regarding the religious practice of Khilafah. One regarding many Muslim states emerging with the Muslim majority population. So you could call those states as Muslim states. The time when that happened, that agreement was reached at that time already, in reality, two Muslim states had come into being. One governed or ruled by Hazrat Muawiyah and the other was ruled by Hazrat Ali Karamallahu Wajhahu, and there he had his two positions. One that of representing Islam, which was not shared by anyone else on earth, and the other being also the temporal head of that state. So when these two states came into being, there were fightings and misunderstandings, and both the factions kept on warring against each other for territories, for other issues which may have evolved here and there. Now that was a state of restlessness and a state of disorder, badamni. Hazrat Ali decided that instead of this situation being tolerated on both sides at the cost of Muslim blood, why shouldn't we reach a conclusion and understanding with each other? And he offered Hazrat Muawiyah to come to an understanding, and a clear boundary was demarcated between the two states. That is all that happened. So to my mind, no question arises from this. This is why I am repeating that if still there is a question in your mind regarding this situation, clarify that question. Otherwise I will not be able to answer that.
No, the wording
is that of the author.
Might be. Now Huzzur has cleared the position. So I had discussed with the other ulama which don't agree that there was some sort of sulah.
Why don't they disagree? As I told you very clearly, it is a matter of statecraft. It has nothing to do with religion. And an agreement can be reached at between a Muslim state and also a non-Muslim state. So why not between the two Muslim brothers? And the Holy Quran positively declares that it is not a must for Islam that the entire Muslims of the world should be united under one kingdom. Islam clearly lays down that if there is misunderstanding or fighting between two Muslim states, then the rest of the Muslim states should join hands together and try to bring about a compromise and understanding between the two states. If they do it and one state still does not cooperate, then they are permitted by Islam to join their forces against that state which does not cooperate with that decision, with the majority decision, and force it to accept the decision. And the Holy Quran further lays down that even if that state misbehaved and did not accept the decision without compulsion, you have no right to transgress against his rights, against that state's rights, with the result that justice must be done even after that misbehavior. No punishment should be meted out to such a state, just a compulsion, and that's enough. This has been laid down in so many words in the Holy Quran. So if the concept of Muslim state was a singular, indivisible concept, such verses had no place in the Holy Quran. That shows, and obviously this is the factual position, a single Muslim state cannot be conceived because it's a religion of propagation. It is possible that, for instance, suppose there was just Saudi Arabia to begin with. Forget about the rest of the Muslim states at present. And through propagation of Islam, Ghana accepts Ahmadiyya, Islam, that is Ahmadiyya of course, and then China accepts Islam. How could they merge into one state? It's not possible. And against the wishes of the people. And who would be the ruler then? There is no Khilafat. Even if there were Khilafat, it's not always possible for a newly converted, for people who have just got converted to Islam to accept the yoke of another state in the name of Islam. What happened in Bangladesh, the recent history. So Islam is a religion of reality. It's not just an ideological religion which cannot be practiced.